guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Goth Kids, hosted by me, your boy Adam.
And me, your girl Ashley.
We are trying very hard to stay consistent. If we aren't, deal with it.
We have lives.
Yes, I have way too much on my plate right now.
Literally. I don't have anything, but I try.
We would be more consistent if I wasn't so busy.
I know. Just so big and busy.
So booked, busy, and in love. She's like, oh.
I mean, sure. At least one of us.
Okay, so in this episode, you guys were requesting for us to do another relationship advice column, which kind of scares me because you guys traumatized us last time. You guys just need to find better partners, man.
Like, I genuinely felt sad for a day. I was like, wow,
No,
I'm
for
so
real?
glad I'm in a relationship right now.
I was like, I'm so glad. I'm not one of you.
No, I'm so glad that's not me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but Jesus.
That could not be me.
That cannot be me. So I decided just to be like, all right, whatever. You guys seem like you need the advice. So that's what this episode is going to be about, is more relationship advice. After this one, we may take a little break from the relationship stuff because y'all are depressing.
I feel like I can't even offer much. Well, I mean, I was in one relationship, but I
Yeah.
feel like I can't offer a lot of help.
And there's only so much that we could say and only so much that you guys can do because it's literally up to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's go.
So the first question was, how do you deal with jealousy when your partner gets approached?
Well, all I'm going to say is I'm Hispanic, so I'm toxic 24/7. So if he breathes near somebody else, we have issues. And I know that I needed to work on that when I was in my relationship. But I know how cute my man was at the time, excuse me. Because now I look at him, I'm like, goddamn. But I'm gonna just like, when you're in love with somebody, you feel like other people are going to feel the same way.
Yeah.
Right? So you become this like overly jealous person. And it's not a cute look, but I'm just like, it's mine, he's mine.
Yeah.
I didn't deal with it well. I can't help you with that. I didn't deal with it well because I was like, oh, are you looking at my man? Can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, all of these girls want him. And then I was looking at the wrong ones. So I can't help you with that. I'm just toxic. I'm really toxic. I'm just like, can I help you? No. Okay, stop looking at my man.
Oh my god.
I was bad.
Jesus.
I still am, but
for me, because I have had my insecurities, because I've dated nothing but hot men.
mm-hmm.
I think, but I think it all just depends on how your partner makes you feel. If they are giving into it and they are making you feel insecure in a specific type of way, again, like how we were saying in the other episodes,
Mm-hmm.
you need to have that conversation with them and you need to communicate that with them. I just feel like at the end of the day, it just all comes down to like respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, if you are going to be dating someone that is very good looking, you need to understand that, like, some people don't have respect and they are going to come up to your partner, but it all depends on the reaction that your partner has.
No, my memo's ugly, so why are you coming up to him?
Oh my god. Well, my
Mm.
man's not, so.
I was thinking of something. What was I saying? Another thing is, as a guy too, like, guys glow on that. They're like, oh, I love it when, a girl comes up to me and my girlfriend gets jealous. You are gonna drive her insane.
Yeah, you are.
Because you're like, I love it when you're toxic and crazy. I don't like feeling that way, sir.
Exactly.
Stop making me feel like I'm crazy. Because when somebody comes up to me, you get hella mad. Like, I should have dodged them. Well, why are you breathing the same air as her?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you ask why you get punched in your right eye. Like, you are in the wrong, sir. You should apologize to me.
No, yeah, and it is very toxic because it kind of gives off that energy of, like, it's okay for me to do it, but not you.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also very, like, sexist and also very misogynistic, that it's okay for a man to have that happen to him, but if it happens to a woman, like, they'll lash out, or, like, she's already deemed easy.
Because it's like, yeah, because it's crazy when a girl comes up to a guy and they're, like, all over his arm.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's okay, but if a guy touch my shoulder, it's like,
I'm a
it's
slut.
crazy. Or, like, if they, like, grab my hair or something, you are being, disastrous, you're being a whore. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. So this girl can feel your bicep, but a guy, like, is standing near me and you're gonna go ballistic.
Exactly.
Oh no, sir. So this is why I'm crazy.
And I feel like if you do have a partner like that actually is talking about, I don't even know why they're your partner. I don't know why you're putting up with that to begin with.
Because they're easy to they're easy to jump to conclusions like, oh, you're cheating.
Yeah.
Because that means that they have cheating thoughts or they've cheated.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. You know, I don't like saying that because, you know, in 2024, dating scenes have gotten worse.
Yeah.
As a person who has not openly been out there, but I has seen a lot of it, it just gets worse over time. I'm sorry. You can't find people who are like 100% well, it's not even like 100%, like even 50% at this point. Like, people are like, oh yeah, I'm cheating, but like I love you, but you got to deal with that. Like,
that's crazy.
That's the new normal. And I'm just like, men used to have to fight for me. They used to have to sell their kidney and ask how many cows I was worth. Now you won't even say hi to me, and you're like, yeah, we're in a situationship, but I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to deal with you, I just want to use you. You're like, oh, okay Pookie. So I don't know, just jealousy is like a crazy thing for me. Like, I'm all stereotypes when it comes to being jealous and crazy. So,
and I feel like kind of like I heard it, how I heard it in a podcast was that, like, and it is very true, it takes a bad bitch to be with a bad bitch. You know, if you're both if you're both getting approached, like I said, it just all depends, like, on the respect that both of you guys have for each other, and not only for each other but the relationship as well.
And you should be able to trust one another to just be like, oh, like, you know, they're like, oh, because I say thank you, like, you know, like, if people sometimes I'll be like, oh, thank you, like, if a guy's like, oh my god, you're so pretty or whatnot, I'm like, oh, thank you, you know, because you're not gonna, like, sometimes my response is like, ew, no, go away, but like, obviously, to be nice and be like, oh, thank you, you know, just walk away, that's it. Like, but if you're gonna be like, oh, why are we thanking them? Like, oh, babe, I'm crazy. If you go low, I will go straight to hell. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be petty, because I'll win.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, it's just a conversation that you guys need to have with your partner. And like I said, if you are dating somebody that is conventionally attractive, you're gonna have to be okay with it. You can't, it's gonna sound really fucked up, but you really can't be insecure and date a bad bitch. Nope. Because then you're gonna feel like that every single time.
And like, the also thing, what happens with me is, what I've noticed is, a guy will become instantly more attractive when he has a girlfriend to some girls. Yeah. Why? I don't know, but these bitches are messed up. Yeah. So that's why I always say, like, be careful with your mans, because these girls out here want your mans because they clearly see something, like, they're like, oh, she's in love with him for a reason. So just keep him close, honey. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, next one. What if I'm setting my boundaries and my partner lashes out?
Bye. There's no discussion. Bye. There's no discussion. You're letting him know what you're comfortable with. I hope, like, hopefully it's mutual, because if you're like the same way, like, you know, he gives you your boundaries and you're like, oh, okay, you know what, I'll respect that, or I won't step back. But if he's not comfortable with the boundaries that you set, you're not comfortable with the boundaries that he set, then you shouldn't be with each other. Just there's no, like, you guys find excuses. There is no excuse for that. Like, what, like, your boundaries are like, oh, you know, I want to be treated like a human being, and he says no. What? Yeah. Okay, like, I can't. Are y'all okay?
Or even like what Ashley was like what we were talking about earlier, that, like, if your man has that mentality of, like, it's okay for women to come up to him but nobody can come up to you, yeah, that's, you know,
that's a lot. Yeah, they're overstepping, they're being too machismo or whatever. So if they can't respect your boundaries, or you can't respect theirs, just there's no working it out. There's no nothing. There's no boundaries. There's no relationship. There shouldn't be a relationship. Yeah, you're both gonna be miserable, and for what?
And I feel like nowadays people are mistaking boundaries for, like, demands. And that's something that you guys really need to work on.
Yeah, because it's just like, boundaries are like something that you both have to set, and you both have to be comfortable and okay with. Also, don't overdo it. Like, oh, my boundaries are that you never step outside of my house. Babe, I gotta go outside. And, like, you know, just...
Yeah, because that's a demand already.
Exactly.
Like, you can't leave this house unless you're with me.
Exactly, which is something that I have. So if you don't want to do that to me, don't even slide in my DMs. But no, I'm just like, just be honest. Like, if they can't respect your boundaries, what are you doing? Yeah. What are we doing here? Why are we having this conversation? And do not come up to me and be like, no.
I feel like if you've already had that conversation with them about, like, the way that they're lashing out when you're trying to set your boundaries, if you feel like you need to have that conversation again, that's when you need to end it. Because you can only have the same conversation with somebody so many times. Because then at that point, they're making the conscious effort to show you that they could care less about your feelings.
Exactly. Period.
Exactly. Because even though some people will try to gaslight you or they'll try to come up with any kind of excuse, everybody is, to a certain degree, self-aware of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So there really is no excuse after a while.
Mm-hmm.
If I spoke to you once, that should be enough.
Mm-hmm.
The second time around, I'm gonna just be like, yeah, I'm done.
Exactly. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. There's
Yeah.
nothing more to it. We can go on and on and on and about it, but that's just that's it.
Yeah, because especially what Ashley was saying, like if you're asking just to be treated like as a human being, and they're like, absolutely not. Why? No.
Go get a Chihuahua, babe.
Yeah, since you want to.
Because he'll treat a dog better than you.
Exactly. If you want to control somebody, get a dog.
Exactly.
Okay. How do you set boundaries? What are some of yours?
Bye. No, we are not on a date. I am not going to talk about my boundaries. A way to set boundaries is a kind of open communication. Just this is not something though. I feel like a lot of people are misinterpreting this. I don't feel like this is a conversation that you should have over text.
Yeah. No.
Over phone, fine. Over FaceTime, fine. But I feel like in person would be the best. This is not a conversation that you're like, okay, well, these are my... Because a lot of things can happen over text that could be miscommunicated.
Exactly.
So I would just say, sit the person down and be like, hey, my boundaries are this, this, and this. I would, this is how I would feel comfortable. What are yours? Mm-hmm. Also, don't just be there and be like, oh, I'm here for me. I don't know about you. And you gotta listen. So just an open thing of being like, oh, well, this is what I want. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm looking for. Can we meet each other in our standards, or can we meet each other halfway enough where I'm not miserable and you're not miserable?
Exactly.
Or I don't feel like I'm stepping on your eggshells and you're not stepping on mine. Your toes.
Talk that talk,
Oh
girl.
my goodness. So how am I single?
After she says she has nothing to offer.
I have nothing.
What a
to
liar.
Offer. I'm so wise. I love that for me.
No, but I do agree with her that it's better to have that conversation in person, because you need to see their facial reactions, or just like their reactions in general, the way that their tone is when they're responding back to you. Because even if they try to lie and be like, no, yeah, I'm okay with that, you can always see it in their tone or in like the way that their facial expressions are changing.
Mm-hmm. Or their body language.
Yeah, or their body language.
Like they're just like tapping their foot, or they're like cracking their knuckles. They're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Those are signs of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm always tapping my lips. I'm always a nervous person, so don't come for me. But just, just talk about it, have it openly communicated out there. And I'm not going to talk about my boundaries.
Yeah, I'm not either, because some of the boundaries are the ones that I have within my relationship.
And that's just too...
Yeah, and I want to keep that between me and him.
And I just want to keep that spicy between me and Casper, so... Thank you.
But it all just depends on how your relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that make you uncomfortable? What are your triggers? All that.
Exactly. What's something that... And also boundaries don't have to be bad. They could just be like, oh, or like expectations too. Like, I know that this is not the same thing, but it could also be like, like an expectation or a boundary that that I have is like, oh, like, I don't want to feel like I have to ask you to go out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, it does.
Like, just, I don't want to make it seem like I'm the one putting in the effort.
I don't want to have to beg you just to take me on a date.
I don't want to be, I don't want you to just give me flowers because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would always kill me. Like, you never would get me flowers except for when you had to, basically.
Mm-hmm. So it was almost like an obligation.
Yeah, so I'm just like, am I an obligation to you? Literally, the only time I ever received flowers was like Valentine's Day or... Aww. And that's about it.
Oh my god.
So, and I was like, and I see that from my parents. Like, my dad buys my mom flowers all the time. Like, no reason whatsoever. He's just like, I saw these pretty flowers and I thought of you. Aww. And then, like, I had never received flowers. Like, we were, like, a year into our relationship until, like, Valentine's Day. And that's, like, the first time I ever got flowers.
Oh my god.
Like, one time... Off topic, I had gifted him something like super sweet, like a mason jar of like things that I loved about him, and he gave me $20 because he said he didn't want me to leave empty-handed.
So it wasn't even because he wanted to. It was just like, oh, I don't want to.
I
don't want to feel bad.
Because he had to. Is how he felt.
So yeah, like what I said, it was an obligation.
Yep. Oh, I remember I put like time and effort into like that mason jar full of, and I think he still had them to this day. Well, until we broke up, I don't know if he still has them or not. But it was like literally notes of things that I loved about him, or like encouraging thoughts, like you got this, you're an amazing person. And then I got $20, and I didn't want to take them because I've obviously, like, it was like, what the heck? Like, I just want you in love. That's all I want.
Yeah.
And he gave me money. And I was like, I feel like a cheap whore.
I know, he's like, here, go away.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of the guy that ended up breaking my heart. I was working at Jack at the time full time, and I wasn't making any money. So I bought him his cologne, which was $150.
Oof.
And I gave it to him for Valentine's.
Mm-hmm.
And what he was asking me what I wanted, and I told him what there was two things I wanted at that time.
Mm-hmm.
My dream Nike shoe, and then like this Funko Pop of J Balvin. And he was like, I'll get you the Funko Pop. I spent $150 on the cologne, and mind you, I never even got the Funko Pop. I ended up buying it myself, cause we after Valentine's, that's when like everything kind of went to shit. So I ended up buying the Funko Pop.
Because that reminds me of like him too. Like, I would always give him expensive colognes,
Mm-hmm.
and where are they now? He's probably wearing them on his fucking dates. And if you ever want to know what a toxic man smells like, go to Dior Sauvage. That's what a toxic man smells like. I smell that, and I literally physically want to punch the lady who's selling it. I'm sorry.
I knew I hated that cologne to begin with.
And he liked it, and I was like, I should have known. I should have known.
Thank God mine does not like that one.
No, I'm just like...
He likes a pricey one, though.
What's...
It's, I think you pronounce it Eros by Versace.
Oh, that's the one that my dad wears.
The blue one?
Yep, the blue one.
Eros.
I love that. I love Fahrenheit.
Oh my God, it smells so bomb.
Fahrenheit's my favorite. But I don't like people wearing colognes that my dad wears. So that's why I, like, wanted him to branch out. So Dior was, like, a number one or YSL.
Oh, yeah.
Those are not cheap.
They're not.
And where are they at now? In his cabinet.
His cabinet.
In his cabinet, anyway. But yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I guess since you spoke about one, I'll put one out there. One of my, I guess like you could say like boundaries or like expectations is that like, and I said it to every man that I've ever met, was to not invalidate my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because that does stem a lot from my trauma of my parents just not giving a shit about my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute you do that to me, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. I'm done.
Because I shouldn't have to fight you to, like, hear me out.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have to feel like I have a brick wall with my family and none with you.
I shouldn't have to explain why I'm showcasing basic human emotions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope.
Next.
Next.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Do you think you can have a healthy relationship when both of you have different political views?
Yes. Here's why. Not with me. But I've seen it with my close person that I know, because I don't know if they're comfortable with me saying that out there.
Okay.
So somebody that I know, they're with each other for a long time now. I think they're even married now. They're completely different in political views. He kind of has changed his views over time because he's been with her. She's more like, I don't care, and he's more like Donald Trump.
Oh.
And it's just like he didn't care, and he didn't really put it out there like that, but he was like, yeah, I'm voting for him, and that's just like the end of the story for him. And I was like, oh, okay, good for you. But you know, they worked it out, they're fine, and they're actually a good couple, and like he's changed his views over time. But I'm just like, I could see it happening. I mean, it's just one thing. I mean, not everyone's gonna be perfect, but for me, I feel like I would need it to be more towards me, like, you don't care, because I'm like, I'm not gonna debate it. Like, I'm not gonna care about what you're saying. I'm not gonna debate about it because I'm politically neutral. That's just like even before, like with my parents, like I just don't really. It's not that I don't care. It's just like I don't feel like I have an opinion. I don't know. I'm not researched in either or, and I don't want to research in one side, so that makes me biased.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I would rather just stick into I don't know, and I'm gonna stay that way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's how I am.
Okay. For me, well, I mean, like how Ashley said, if it works out for you, then go hard.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I would do. As you guys know, I am extremely right. Or was it left? No, right. I am extremely right. So I do believe in basic human rights. You know, we've talked about this before. Not to get into, like, the whole spiel of it. But for me, yes, I do need a partner that has the same political views as me. Because me, speaking for myself, I can't bring myself to be with somebody that thinks the complete opposite. Like, to be with somebody that voted for Trump, that's crazy.
I mean, I always say opposites attract, because me and my ex were literally completely different in every single aspect. So I guess how it could happen, but like you just clash heads a lot.
Yeah.
So just be ready for that. Like you guys are you ready for that? Are you ready to like be okay with you guys clashing heads about that? Especially now when things are like super political all the time. Like you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
You guys ready to rumble?
I feel like it all depends on you and like your own morality, like where you stand on everything. But like I said, for me, I wouldn't be able to do it. Because I talked about this before, how a man told me that I shouldn't have to worry about Roe v. Wade because I can't get pregnant. And I unmatched him so fast on Tinder. I was like, I'm out. Or when me and Ashley went to the Barbie movie and I had to explain to this guy basic concepts of feminism and misogyny. And he was telling me that the movie was stupid and that there was no point. And now, same thing. I unmatched him.
Okay, now that I draw the line there.
Yeah, I unmatched him so fast, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this at all.
Wow, if you don't like the Barbie movie, there's something wrong with you.
That's
like, and if you're a girl and you don't like the Barbie movie, there is something wrong with you.
You're a raging pick-me. I already know you are.
I just can't. If you like, even though like sure, like the Barbie movie can be cringe, I guess from a different point of view. It's just like the moral of the entire story from top to beginning because I love it.
It was beautiful.
It was amazing. It was giving what it needed to give. Yeah, sure. Like they should have, like they know, like they casted like because people were mad that Margot Robbie was the one who was casted as the Barbie, but she's the original Barbie. I mean, you know, I see that point of view, but it was just such a good movie. Like it literally talks about exactly how it feels like to be a woman.
To be a woman, yeah.
A part of it, because you know, if you're not a woman, you'll never understand. I'm sorry. And a point you won't understand to a certain effect. And I was just like, it's a lot. Like that movie was so much, and it caused so much tension.
It did.
And I'm like, why are you so mad? Why are you so upset?
Because they didn't like how like the truth was spilling out.
And they're just like, oh no, this is a weird movie. This is just a way to be like, you know, girls or whatever, and just like you hate women.
Yeah.
Just say you don't.
Yeah,
like
at
me.
the end of the day, you hate
just
women.
Just say you don't hate, like all kinds of women too.
Yeah.
Just it doesn't have to be like a biological woman. Just say you hate women.
And as a whole.
As a whole, like as a thing. You just don't like me.
For real.
And I need you over there.
You want me dead.
I need you over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess, again, that's just, like, to your own thing. To each their own. To each their own. So, if you're willing to deal with that, go ahead. Go for it. But, I don't know. That's why I'm, like, I feel like I can see both sides. But for me, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I can see both sides, but I choose not to choose a specific side. And I will not date you.
I do care, but I don't care. But I do care.
She cares enough to where, like, she's not going to be disrespectful to somebody.
No.
Like, she respects their pronouns. She respects gender identity and expression and all of that. But she's not like me. She's not, like, so informed and educated into it, like, diving deep the way that I do.
No, but hallelujah to everybody. Everybody. I love you all equally.
I know. Okay, next
And I
one.
hate you all equally.
Oh, my God. Okay. What if my partner makes me feel bad when I ask for reassurance?
Oof, that one hits home.
I
Continue to date them until they're bored of you.
Oh my God. And I feel like it would be like the same response as the one that we said about the boundaries. If they can't reassure you because, like how I was just saying right now, because you're showcasing and expressing normal human emotions, there's no point for you guys to be with each other.
Yeah.
Because you are gonna, the relationship is gonna get to the point to where you won't be able to confide in your own partner, and then you're gonna bottle that up, and then you guys are gonna fight like crazy, and everything's gonna go to shit.
Now, with that, I'm gonna kind of overstep, and it might be controversial. I just also say, like, everybody has their insecurities, but if you project your insecurities a lot, where you're like, I just want to be reassured, but babe, we have been reassuring you. And it's just getting to a point where you really don't want to listen. Like, we're reassuring you, but you don't want to listen. Then you should just work on yourself for a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I had so many guys be like, you just wouldn't love me. You wouldn't understand me. And I'm like, that is the reason why you drove me away. Because I was over here telling you, like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, we can deal with it together. It was just like, no, you wouldn't understand. You just will leave me. I'll be alone forever. After you, I'll never be with anybody ever again. And I'm like... And that's it. That's the end of the story. You will lose me forever. And I had a guy like that. Like, he didn't even live here in Vegas. He lived in Cali. And he swore he was in love with me. He swore up and down. Like, he would FaceTime me after I had blocked him because I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, you were just so insecure all the time. And you're literally telling me, like, if this doesn't work out, I'm your last relationship. That doesn't feel healthy to me. That doesn't feel right. I'm feeling like I'm being trapped. And I had told him, like, I'm like, when I'm ready, I'll let you know. I'll continue to talk to you. I'll continue to ask you how your day is. I won't be rude or whatnot. But he just overdid it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm so glad that we don't live in the same tri-state area.
No, for real.
Because I would kill you.
No, but I mean, I do understand that because, like, there's only so much you can tell somebody. There's only so much reassurance you could give somebody.
So also be like that with your patient.
With your patient.
With your partner. Just be like, oh, he's not reassuring me. She's not reassuring me. Take a step back. Are you sure? Are you sure? Or are you just, like, really in your mindset that no one will ever love you or whatever your insecurities or whatever is? Are you sure? Because you're going to drive that person away. So I'm not saying don't look for reassurance because I need it every day. But just, just take a step back and be like, no, they are. Or are they really or are they not? Just take a step back. Take a breather. And see it, because like that, then the other person will leave. And I hear that all the time where they're like, well, my boyfriend left me because of this and this and this, and I'm like, it's because you were pushing them away. I'm just like, and they got tired of it, and I don't blame them.
No, for real.
I don't blame them because babe, I would have left day one.
No, for real. Within like the first week.
Within the first week, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I can't talk about the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. We got to move on.
Yeah, I do agree with that. At that point, you are so stuck in your own trauma that you need to fix yourself in that moment. You need to seek help. I know we mess around with that a lot, but in that moment, like, you do need to seek help. You need to seek help. And,
like, for real.
Yeah, like, for real. Okay. What if I feel sexually frustrated in my relationship, and whenever I bring it up, my partner just brushes it off?
What do you mean sexually frustrated? Are they not giving you what you want?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh. I take what I want.
Oh. She assaults.
I give no. Oh, my TV.
Weather for Las Vegas.
Buy my TV things. Oh, yeah, my TV. If it's voice activated, sorry. I don't know. I use sex as anything to, like, cover up, like, our arguments and whatnot.
That's bad.
Yeah. You should. I know a red flag man is like, I need her. I'm gonna argue with her all the time.
She's my dream woman.
She's my dream girl. Like, I just gotta fight with her.
And she'll throw it back.
I was only like, that only happened to me like twice, and I didn't deal with it good at all. Like, the one time I cried, like, I literally was like, going back to the insecure thing, I had cried and I was like, you just don't find me attractive anymore. You just don't like me. You think I'm fat. And I'm like, this is literally the conversation. And this poor man was just like, no, I just don't want to do it right now. Like, he wasn't, like, energetic at the moment. And I was just like, that has never happened to you before. Tell me who she is.
Tell me who she is.
So I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm terrible.
Well,
just talk about it.
What I can say is that, like, because the way that I am, I have a conversation about everything. When I had met him and, like, my other people that I used to talk to, I used to always have a conversation like that, be like, how sexual of a person are you? How much sex do you need? Or,
every day. 3 times.
Oh
like meals, and I need snacks.
You're so stupid. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I need it in the shower. Oh my god. Give it to me while I'm dropping a deuce.
Whoa. I don't know how that feel, and I don't want to find out. Oh my god. Anyway, back to you.
But yeah, I've always had those types of conversations just to see, like, if we can meet each other halfway or if we're not going to be potential with each other. But like I've said, that's how I've always been. I've always had a conversation about everything. Because I don't like to waste my time. Or the other person's time either. If you are feeling that way, I feel like you should bring it up to your partner. But don't
expect.
No, don't do what it actually does. Just like, be like, it's because you think I'm bad. You think I'm a whale. You hate me. Like,
and let's take it back where I said I get what I want. No, I don't physically abuse these men. But it's just like I would use it as a clutch. Like, I would just be like, yeah, you want to talk to me? Guess what? Boom, now your dick's getting sucked.
Oh my god.
And what guy can't deny that?
That's true.
And so, excuse me, if they ever say no, I stop immediately. But they never said no.
Both of you whores.
They never said no. Like, there was more than one. It was just like one with my relationship. But Pookie, you know what? Get yourself a AA battery. Open the nightstand while he's sleeping. Make sure it's loud as hell. Open the legs and just go ham. He will wake up, and if he doesn't give you what you want, you need to leave.
She said go to town on yourself, babe.
And if he's just there staring and not doing what you need to be doing, I just can't work out. Unless he's in awe, then that's a difference.
Unless he's left speechless.
If he's not beating his meat with me, I don't want it.
Oh my god. You are so stupid.
This is why I can't find a man.
Exactly. Because you'll bust this type of stuff out. Oh my god.
I scare them away. I'm too intense. I love that.
No, for real.
No, on a real note, just talk about it. Like, you have a right to your sexual desires, but the other person could be going through a dry spell, and it's not because of you. It's just because of everything that could be going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because that's what I heard from other people. Like, that literally has never happened to me before, but like, it just happens. Like, it could be work, it could be stress, it could be a number of things.
Yeah.
Girlie, go to the shower. I'm being so for real. Like, honestly, if your partner's telling you, like, no, I'm not in the mood, I'm just not, talk about it. Are you okay? Are you doing okay? I'm not pressuring you, but, you gotta, are you okay? Like, if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'm gonna take a 30-minute shower right now, but you stay right here. Recover.
If you hear me screaming in the shower, mind your business.
Me and Mike are having fun.
Oh my God.
And Mike is my faucet. Is my shower head. Me and him have a good relationship.
Oh my god.
Actually, I've never done that before. Just see why. Or have I?
Oh my god.
Or have I?
That shit was funny. Just go ham.
Just open the legs and go ham.
Just squirt all over the bed.
Oh my goodness, if you don't wake him up with squirt, what are you doing?
Are you even in love? Is this relationship even real?
If he doesn't wake you up with, like, poking it in your mouth, what are you doing?
Oh my god. That's like borderline assault. Oh no.
It's okay, there's, like, written consent. It's fine.
Oh no. The bastard.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
No, but from what Ashley said before, yes. I feel like you guys should have that conversation, because I've gone through that because, like, I was stressed. I was going through my depressive episodes. I was working a lot, so the last thing I had energy for was to do that.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
It takes a lot of soul connection too.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, I don't want you to have my soul right now. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Okay. How early should you ask for exclusivity in a relationship?
Immediately.
Oh my god.
And you said in the relationship immediately, babe.
Immediately.
I don't know.
I feel like you should just go based off of the vibe and the connection that both of you are having. Because when me and him met, I think a month into it, he asked for us to be exclusive. In literally the most cutest way possible. Because he told me he was at... This is when we weren't exclusive, so obviously...
Sorry.
You're fine. So obviously we were both free to do whatever we wanted to. And he was at a little gay club during a rave. He told me he was like... There was a lot of men staring at me and giving me attention. But the only one that was in my mind at that time was you.
I'm toxic. I'd be like, why are you even there? Why are you even looking at other people? Excuse me.
We weren't exclusive.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, she is toxic.
I'm terrible. That's why I'm just like, I need you to already be, if you're talking to me, like, day one, like, we're asking each other what kind of color we like, I need you to already be exclusive to me.
Oh no, I used to do that before, and then I got myself hurt a lot. So then that's when I was like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So I feel like you should just go based off of the connection, the vibe that you feel. Have that again. We sound like a broken record, but have that conversation with them. Ask them what how they feel about being exclusive, how early they do it. It's literally all about communication.
Yeah, and if it's gonna hurt your soul that they're with somebody else and they don't want to be exclusive, just cut it off. Because you're being exclusive and they're not, babe. You're gonna hurt your own feelings, and you can't blame that on them.
Yeah.
So.
Because you already had that conversation.
You already had that conversation. Like, they're like, oh no, I'm good right now, but you know, like, and you're like, but I'm gonna do it. Like, they're not gonna follow your footsteps.
They're not. And
I promise you.
Yeah, you will hurt yourself in the end. Because while you're over here being loyal, they're over here
clapping cheeks.
Yeah, left and right. And like, we're speaking from experience.
Literally, because I am that clapping cheeks.
We've been on both ends of the spectrum.
No, yeah. Yeah, I have. I was like, oh, be loyal to you, Pilky. And then, like, they're not loyal to me. And I'm like, you literally just said that you wanted to be exclusive. What's going on here? Next. So, communication is key here.
Yes. Okay. Do you believe people with unsolved trauma deserve to be loved the same as someone with little to no trauma? What?
I don't think I understand that question. Like, do they not deserve love if you're traumatized?
I think what they're trying to say is that, like...
Or do you deserve more love because you're traumatized?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't think... I'm sorry. I might just be stupid, but, like, I don't understand the question. Like, is your question, do we love you less, or do we not try to love you? Or do we love you more?
I guess, like, could you be...
in a relationship with somebody?
Yeah, like in a loving relationship with somebody with unresolved trauma.
I was. For almost 3 years.
Same.
And it didn't work out. So to each their own will. Again, you gotta just pick it out, because I fought for so long all his trauma. And in the end, once he was done, once he became this idol that nothing can stop him anymore, he was done with me. So just be wary of that, guys. Yeah. Because you give this person who's broken all their power to move on and be healed, and then you're left like shattered. They won't care. Yeah, so just be careful. I just say, like, yeah, they deserve love. Everybody deserves love. Most people, deserve love, but it just pick and choose your battles. Me personally, I don't think I'd do it again. It just took so much out of me that it literally took me a year and now to, like, relive how to, like, live. It took me a year and a half. I'm like, I couldn't imagine doing it again.
No, I get it.
So that me,
it does take a toll on you after a while.
Yeah, so for me it just depends. It really just depends, because I have a lot of trauma myself. Babe, we both can be traumatized. We both can be like this.
Honestly, I just feel like just with, like, someone like us repeating, hello, can I speak?
Hello?
Just like with the things that we've been talking about, that, like, it just all depends on, like, what you want to deal with and what you want to tolerate. Because kind of like with the same reassurance thing, like, there's only so much you can tell somebody and be there for somebody. And yeah, it's just, it literally all depends on you and what you can handle and what you can tolerate.
Because the alarm went off, I'm like, oh, I need my medication.
Well, that's the last question.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I feel like, it all depends on you.
It just depends on what you're willing to give out out there, and what you're willing to work for. Do you see this person as something that you want to work for? And that's one thing that I feel like it should be, like, its own episode, but I don't see the point of people wanting to date to break up. Does that make sense? Or you know that you're dating this person, but you don't see a future with them.
Oh, okay.
What's the point? In my opinion. I might be old school than that, but that's why I've only had one ex, because in my mind, I wanted to date to marry. It didn't have to be within, like, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It could have been in 10 years down the line, but I wanted to be with this specific person for a long time. So for me, in my opinion, I just feel like if you're the type of person, like, oh, I'm just gonna date because, you know, this girl doesn't want to do anything with me until she dates me, why are you doing that to that person?
Yeah.
Just don't date if you're not serious, because that's what I'm looking for, and that's why I tell people I don't want to date anymore, because I look for things that are more serious, and that just scares a lot of people, and I'm like, you know what, at this point I'm just not gonna date.
Yeah.
Because baby, I want to get married, but just never. So that's, I don't know, that's just like an off-topic opinion that I would say.
No, I get it. But then also what I wanted to say too was that, like, not only is it about what you're gonna put up with, it's also about your partner putting in that effort, that, like, if they do if they do want to heal,
Mm-hmm.
and they do want to change, if they want to be that type of person that's stuck in their ways and become complacent, I mean, that's on them if they want to do that, but I feel like that's something that you should not put yourself through.
Exactly.
You should not be, you're not even going to be in a relationship, you're going to be like the therapist.
Yeah, so, and if your partner doesn't want to put in the same equal amount as you're putting in, like me with my little mason jar, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, because they won't care. They don't care. They'll only do things so, like, you give them something that's heartfelt, and they're like, damn, well, because she did it,
now I have to.
now I gotta. And you're gonna be like, wow, they care about me because he gave me something. Babe, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. You could tell when someone's intentions are like it, like you could tell, like, in the effort, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, people are like, guys are like, oh, because she only wants money, she only wants this. I literally could have been happy with a random bouquet of my favorite flowers on a Sunday, and that would have been my favorite memory out of everything that you bought me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't care about the jewelry, didn't care about the money. I just wanted to feel like I was loved. But that's another story.
I have my own money, baby.
Literally.
Yeah.
I was the one who was making bank.
Oh, same,
I still am making bank.
Same.
So come for me. I don't need your money. I don't need your petty little money.
I can literally buy my own flowers.
I could, yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
I was just I can buy myself flowers. I literally can buy myself flowers, and I don't buy myself flowers.
And I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
The only one
I wanted roses. I saw them. I wanted roses, and I bought them for myself.
Stop, that's cute. The only one who was, like, giving me flowers, like, a special occasion was my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
She got married. She left me a note, and she was like, can you keep these for me? And they're dead, and they're in a bouquet. I kept them in the shadow box.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So those are, like, the only flowers that I was ever given without having to be forced, and I will love them and cherish them until the day I die. I'm just like, see, and I don't even like roses, even though you would think I do, because I'm like, it's so goth of me, but I love sunflower.
Sunflowers?
I love sunflowers. Because they, like, okay, this is, like, a cringy, like, reason why, but they'll always find a position to move to the light. I want to be a sunflower.
Okay, yeah.
I want to find my light and stride to that light.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love sunflowers. Sunflowers just give me such, like, a happy greenery vibes and just, like, a field of happiness. Like, that's so cringy, but, like, that's what I think of.
No, it's nice.
So that's why, so if you ever date me, I love sunflowers. And a lot of people don't know that I like sunflowers.
Oh, that's cute. Sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basic. I like roses.
I like roses too. I mean, you would assume that I would like roses because of my aesthetic, and I do love roses, but just sunflowers. There's something about sunflowers that get to me, and they're expensive too. So don't buy me sunflowers.
Really?
A little, yeah. When do you ever see sunflowers here in Vegas?
That's true.
They're expensive. Well, I have another favorite flower, but once it dies, it turns into a skull. But that's because I'm goth.
Oh, those ones. I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah.
That's because I'm goth.
That's because I'm goth.
Anyway.
But yeah, you guys. Hopefully, this episode helped you. We're on the 3rd episode of, like, the relationship advice. If it's not helping you at this point, you're just being stupid at this point.
I need you to call me and make a hotline, and I'll tell you the
sorry.
same thing. And you're fine. Communication, and then I'll block you.
No, don't call me.
No one has my numbers.
Don't even hit me up, because it's the 3rd conversation that we're having about this.
And it's the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again. So
It's just, you guys need to,
love yourself.
yeah, honestly, love yourself.
And
have
stand
these
on ground.
conversations.
Stand
Yes.
on business.
Honestly.
If Catherine McBroom can divorce Austin McBroom, after all this time, you can too.
Ew.
If you don't know who that is.
I do, but
Oh.
ew.
I know it's like a cringy
Ew.
thing. Because it was like the latest thing I went TikTok. I started
Oh,
thinking of
okay.
that. But
She
if,
finally left his ass?
yeah,
Oh.
after like, what, how long have they been together? I'm like,
Years?
baby girl, please go back to Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, she left Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah. Can you
For
believe
that?
that she left Michael B. Jordan for him?
Girl, you deserve to
a
be shot
YouTuber.
and killed.
No wonder you're unhappy.
Are you a pedophile?
I would have never left Michael B. Jordan. Pookie, I love you.
And Austin isn't even cute.
No, he's weird. He gives you weird vibes.
He gets pedo.
Yeah, he probably is. I don't know. I don't keep up with that drama.
No.
YouTube drama is not something that I like to keep up with, but I just saw that on my TikTok, so that's why I was like,
Oh my god.
Miss McBroom, congratulations.
Congratulations for being so stupid.
All that year wasted, all those years wasted.
Years.
Anyway, that's off topic.
But yeah, you guys, hopefully this episode helped you guys out. Like I said, we're going to take a break from the relationship advice because I don't know what else to tell you guys.
I know, it's starting to get sad.
Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. You guys just need to do some inner work. Love yourself more. Communicate. Maybe hit him in the face. I don't know. Maybe then he'll listen. Some people don't listen until they actually get rocked.
That is true.
Unfortunately, but...
Me.
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding.
But anyway, you guys, hopefully, as always, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this, to hear us, to keep up with us, subscribe, all of that. And yeah, we will catch you guys all in the next episode.
Bye.
Deuces.